This is George. George is, well, he's an immigration advisor. He has this big, fancy Facebook page that has over 100,000 subscribers. And what? And a WhatsApp group with 40,000 people in it. I'm Mark Holthe. I'm a Canadian immigration lawyer, and this is Immigration Helpdesk. Let's go to our first question from @CriticizeYou. Are you really an immigration lawyer? Well, @CriticizeYou, for your information, yes, I am an immigration lawyer. And in fact, you can go check on the Law Society of Alberta website, and there you will see that I am registered. 13775 is my number. Now everybody knows what my Law Society of Alberta number is, and they're going to steal my identity. Okay, @CriticizeYou, there you go. You've got your answer. Yes, I'm an immigration lawyer, and you can find it on the Law Society website. Man, I didn't decide, this wasn't my choice. Every Wednesday morning at 10 a.m., I have a real immigration live Q&A where people can actually come and get real answers. Okay, next one is from VN Yamfalila, and he says, how to get to Canada? Is probably asking how to immigrate to Canada. Go watch the Wednesday morning one. All right, next question. This is from @Gerline CapSD1112. And he asks, how many times a week do you hit the gym? Every day, of course. Every day I hit the gym. Seriously? You don't know me. You do not know me, George. Okay, I don't go to the gym, but I did just buy a Peloton bike. All right. Let's see if we can get to a question that's actually worth answering. Okay, this one is from @padboy_Perry. He says, how many weird cases do you see every day? Weird cases. Weird. Well, I'll be honest. I think some of the weirdest cases that I've seen are when people book a consultation with me and pay me to give them legal advice when they've already paid another representative to help them. It doesn't make any sense to me, George. You neither? Okay. That's probably the weirdest thing. Although, the weirdest case, like how many? Hard to say. But I can tell you the weirdest case was actually when I worked on the border as an immigration officer. And, well, Jesus was seeking entry to Canada. And unfortunately, Jesus couldn't substantiate that he was really Jesus, and so he ended up getting turned around and sent back. So rule number one, if you're professing to be God or Jesus or, well, someone that you're not, and you're not entirely all there, yeah, you're going to get returned. And that was a very, very weird situation. Okay, next question is from Akash0710277791. Seriously? Like there were 71,27,791 Akashes? Maybe there is, I don't know. Okay, but Akash here, props to you, my friend. You actually have a question that's worth answering. Can I get Canada PR after my 1-year study in Canada? Well, here's something you guys have to understand, and Akash, especially you. 1-year education does nothing for you. Don't do it. It's a waste. All you can get is 1 year of work experience after, 1 year post-grad work permit. And the reality is when you only have 1 year available to accumulate that full year of work experience, you're going to run out of time. There's going to be a layoff. You're not going to be able to find the job fast enough. And then all of that money that you sent to the educational institution to pay for your tuition, it's all going to go bye-bye. So under any circumstance, would I recommend someone take a 1-year program? And if your education agent or whoever is giving you advice that this is a good idea, don't listen to them. Do you agree with me, George? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Pound it, man. We got this. Oh, here we go. Give me the pound. Nice. There we go. George, I'm pretty impressed here, I'm pretty impressed. Okay, next question. This one is from @TTRRMK. What color are your socks? Oh, great. Okay, and wait, there's a follow-up question. This one's from @LJansdan. And he says, are those socks patterned, cartoons, something playful? There we go. Look at those bad boys. This right here is what you call my basketball socks, because I am a basketballer. You bet I am. And what you guys don't understand is that in the day, I was a two-hand dunker. I was a reverse dunker, George. Okay, let's just move on. Thanks. There you go. Basketball socks. Okay, @23 Deep Sing asks, I'm Canadian PR. Can I get Britain PR on basis of it? Well, of course. Right, George? Yeah, of course. England, the Great Britain, the UK is absolutely going to grant you permanent residence just because you're a Canadian PR. Makes perfect sense, right, George? No, you cannot just automatically get permanent resident status in Britain because you obtain PR status in Canada. No, you can't. Okay, Hardy, @23 Deep Sing, not a great question. Not a great question. I guess I could ask, how did you get PR in Canada in the first place? Okay, maybe that was too harsh. Was that too harsh, George? Yeah. From @Jerome Chantel. Chantel Jerome? At Jerome Chantel. Okay. Anyways, completed medical for spousal PR 7 months ago. Okay. Today is 1 year anniversary of application. Wave your magic wand and tell me when we will get PR. Okay, well, @Jerome Chantel, you are in luck. Because I have a wand right here. All right, here we go, George. Oh, I think this one's got what it takes. Nice, very nice. Oh, look at this wrapping on this. Feel the weight. Feel the weight, George. Nice. Now, knowing how this works, because I've watched Harry Potter, the wand chooses you. Let me try this one. Oh, for goodness sakes. You try it, George. Is it working for you? Dumb. Get rid of that one. All right, this is the one. This is straight from Ollivanders. Ollivanders, makers of fine wands since 382 BC. This one is gonna do it. Oh man, if I can just get this box open. Oh yeah, look at this. Straight off of Diagon Alley. And we even have the map. Oh my goodness, this one is the bomb. Oh, look at this one. Oh, George, this is the one. Oh, look at that. It's actually calibrated, everything. Oh, this one feels good. Oh, okay, here we go. Wave your magic wand and tell me when we will get PR. @Jerome Chantel. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I'm serious. Okay. We know that you're at a 1 year mark right now. We don't know where your spouse is. If they're in India, long time. If they are in another location, well, it could be next month. But unfortunately, the wand doesn't know immigration processing times. So, yeah, I wish I had a better answer for you. And I'll be honest, George, I get that question more than anything else, and I'm actually tired of it. Because everything is a disaster within immigration. Processing times are all over the map. Okay, my apologies @Jerome Chantel. Maybe a couple months, maybe a year. The wand just couldn't tell me. Okay, next question is from @Fluffy_salmon. Do IRCC actually read letters of explanations? And if yes, do you think adding lots of explanations will confuse or help the officer processing the application? @Fluffy_salmon, great question. One of the things we know now is they're starting to use AI Chinook, where they have so little time to actually look at an application. When it comes to permanent residence, well, they might have a little bit more than temporary residence, but still they're racing. But the ultimate question is, just like you've asked, what if they choose not to read that letter of explanation that you've put so much time into? Well, that, my friend, is a reviewable error. And if they do not look at the information that you've included in the application, and you can establish that you had something in there that actually clarified or that responded to the reason that they gave when they refused the application, then you can go to federal court and you can challenge that. So, do I use them? Do they read them? I think sometimes they do. Do they always read them? Heck no. I know that for a fact. So, great question at Fluffy_salmon. Do they read them? Maybe. Okay, next question. This one is from at BZ Beasley. Only question I have is, he says, how have you been doing? I've been happily living up here for 15 years now, thanks to you. Brian! It's Brian! I can tell you guys, there is nothing more satisfying, right, George, than having a client who you worked with over 15 years ago respond to a Twitter question, ask me anything, when you haven't spoken with them in probably 14 years, right, Brian? So big shout out to you, my friend, at BZ Beasley. Thanks a lot, right? That's why we do this, right? If there were more Brians, life would be bliss. All right, next question. This one is from at Vecdon. He says, good bata fir pele murgi ai ya anda. What the heck? George, do you speak Hindi? What is he saying? Oh my goodness, seriously? It's not even an immigration question. Okay, well, it's a deep one. He's basically asking which came first, the chicken or the egg? Well, the chicken, of course. Creation, God, chicken, poof, chicken, lay egg, end of story. No confusion. Thanks, George. Man, I would have had to crack open Google Translate if it wasn't for you. You know what, George? There was actually a good reason for having you here. You weren't completely useless after all. Even though 50% of the people that come and follow you on your channel are booking consults with me because you don't know what you're doing, my friend. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend my guest. You're my precious guest. Thank you for being here. All right. Next question is from at Legally V. And Legally V asks, how depressing is that area of practice on a scale of real estate law to high conflict divorce family law? Asking for my husband who is considering doing immigration law. Okay, at Legally V, well, real estate law is super dry. Oh my goodness, I did that. That's painful. Actually, it's not only dry, the worst part is on mortgages, at least here in Canada. In Alberta, when the lender doesn't give you the instructions until the day before this thing is supposed to close. So that really sucks. You have no control and then everybody blames you. Hey, that's real estate law. High conflict divorce, well, it's super contentious. Nobody's happy. Everybody leaves angry at each other. So that's why I went into immigration law. It's a wonderful area, right? Well, maybe. People are genuinely appreciative of what you're doing for them. And when they get their visas approved, they're pretty happy. But the reality is right now in this world we're at, every single day I get more and more questions from people like at Chantel, at Jerome Chantel, asking me to wave my magic wand and tell them when their application is going to be processed. And the reality is, at Legally V, that's just about as bad as the lender not giving mortgage instructions until the day before the closing. Immigration ain't what it's cut out to be. Okay, next question at Gregory_Sanders. I'm a soon-to-be law grad. Can I have a job? You said AMA. Well, Gregory at Gregory_Sanders. Congratulations on hopefully graduating. Obviously, that's the first step. You have to graduate. And then can you have a job? Well, yeah. Well, you listened to what I said to at Legally V, the reality is there's lots of choices out there. And if I was to go back and do it all over again, well, I might have stayed at one of the national firms I used to work for, doing, maybe I would have joined the mergers and acquisitions floor. Maybe I would have done that. Oh, wait a minute. I remember why I left. Great firm, absolutely. But you think real estate was dry? Papers, no contact with human beings, not for me. So although immigration isn't perfect, and hey, Greg, if you are interested in applying, go for it. I'm a soon-to-be law grad. Well, at Gregory_Sanders, give me a call. All right, next person up here, this is at Jot_core number 4. I lodged my file on the 27th of September, and now it's been approximately 5 months, and I'm going in depression. Please help me. Okay, at Jot_car4, I'll tell you, I'm actually going into depression myself for all of the people that are asking me when their applications are going to be processed. The reality is 5 months ain't very long, and yeah, I'm not going to say that. Okay, Jot has to figure out the fact that, it just takes a while. All right, and the next question, it's from at Lala Moose 24052177, and the question is, what attracted you to immigration law? Well, what a wonderful question. What attracted me to immigration law was the fact that, although I've kind of been a little sarcastic in some of my comments, a little bit harsh, what attracted me to immigration law was the ability to actually make a difference in people's lives. Even if it is trying to fix problems that this guy created. Yeah, you know it, buddy. Just because you immigrated yourself and you were able to get your permanent residence does not make you an immigration expert, no matter how many followers you have. So helping people resolve their issues and seeing them actually realize their dream of immigrating to Canada, that's pretty much what attracted me to immigration law, and I'm here to stay. This is Mark Holthe, immigration lawyer, and I'll see you again in another Immigration Help Desk.